All right, just give me a second. All the news just actually came out, so we finna go ahead and check out Joe Knows video. I already know. Probably gonna have the best video for us to look at. All right, let me fix my green screen really quick. Okay, that's what I do. Why is it like so light? That's horrible. Let me fix this really quickly. I don't think it's saved. That's what it was. Let me see. There we go. See that? Why was it all the way up there? Where my phone at? Get that right there. Let me see. Pretty sure I took a picture of that. Need to try to find it real quick. Dude, I cannot find the picture of my settings at all. That's crazy. I literally just took a picture of this. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, so 54 is what it was on. I knew it had to be in the 50s somewhere. And that's 720. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's what it's supposed to look like. I gotta fix that, but I may just crop that out, honestly. Yeah, let me just crop that out. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I'll make it a lot easier. That'll make it a lot easier to mess with. Okay. All right, so we got it. Finna watch this gameplay breakdown. Let's go. Let's go ahead and get this all started. Let me go ahead and unmute this. Make sure all of that is up to speed, and boom. No, we don't care about ads. We're just gonna disregard the leaks, I guess. We're just gonna disregard that. and see what the actual game looks like.
Everyone on this channel cares about, but at least we can talk about gameplay and some badge stuff, and it can kind of link to the build there. And y'all are gonna see, but we got a ton of stuff to go over in this video. NBA 2K24 real gameplay. We're gonna be going over everything from new adrenaline to ankle breakers and dribbling, defense, new power badges, strength, everything that everybody's been debating on Twitter, dunk meter, layup meter, the new throw out dribble animations, the mid-range and post-game, three-point hunting, and the new settings available on NBA 2K24. I'm not messing around. Drop a like on this video. 25,000 likes on this.
Shout out to Joe Knows, bro. I know I ain't like he ain't gonna see this, but he definitely one of my favorite YouTubers for 2K at least.
I got 10 videos lined up for y'all over the course of the next few days. I'm gonna put them on the screen.
I'm gonna have to ask him for permission to go ahead and use this video. I don't think he cares. Hey, it's more publicity for him anyway.
Right here, NBA 2K24 gameplay, man. A ton of stuff for y'all. If you're not subscribed, make sure you sub up. Turn on the noties, because we got 10 videos rolling out over the course of the next few days. Let's get into this NBA 2K24 gameplay.
Make sure this all right.
Let's talk about the new adrenaline system, all right? So as you can see, I'm spamming size ups and escapes and behind the backs and all this stuff. I don't lose any adrenaline until I drive and the body contact gets initiated with the defender, right? But
yeah, we're good.
It's not as simple as that. There's a lot more to it, okay? So now, check this out. Explosive behind the back, momentums, not losing adrenaline on any of that stuff, okay? So 23 dribbling system is way different in terms of when you lose adrenaline. But as you can see here, I drive with Kobe. I lose an adrenaline right there, right? I lost that second bar of adrenaline when I drove into the defender. But now check it out. I do the same drive from the other side. Look at, I don't lose any
Look at that bulldozer, boy.
Bulldozer on silver pops up. So these strength and power badges not only help you get, like, watch.
Look at that move.
Stiff arm animation to throw the defender, right? Throw the defender to the side. I also keep my adrenaline on this play, and I'm assuming it's because of that animation. It's almost like if you win that physical matchup with your opponent, not only do you obviously get into a better position on the court to potentially score or create points, but it looks like here sometimes you'll even save your adrenaline bars, okay? Something to note. But let's take a different look at this, right? So not only that bulldozer badge, there's also a badge that Kobe has called physical handles, and I'm thinking maybe that ties into it as well, right? It's almost an identical drive from the left and the right, but on the right I get that stiff arm animation and I keep my adrenaline, okay? But let's look at this from another angle. Okay, this is a different play here. You see I have 2 adrenaline bars. I get the blow-by animation. Bulldozer pops up in the top right corner, but I still
give me 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and do something on the side here. I'm still watching.
Rewind it back, right? I started this play after this replay. I know it's a little. I wanted to do it in this format where I could just kind of freely talk to you guys and give it more of like a person-to-person explanation, because I could go into more detail for y'all, so that when you do end up creating your builds, take this stuff into account, deciding what you want to do, okay? But as I was saying, I have 2 adrenaline bars, right? Bulldozer pops up just like on the last play I showed you, but I still lost. Look at, I'm going up and I only got 1 adrenaline now. So even though Bulldozer pops up, you see over here in the top right corner, apparently Bulldozer activated, but I still lost an adrenaline. So I'm not exactly sure what constitutes as like losing adrenaline and not in terms of these physical badges. But obviously you guys saw in the last one I didn't lose it. This one I did lose it, so I'm not positive, but that's just something I noticed in terms of trying to figure out how everything works, all right? Just looking into Kobe's badges here, I mean, he has a ton of badges, right? He has a ton of things that are going to help him in terms of keeping those adrenaline, winning those physical matchups, right? I don't know if you guys saw, he has big driver on gold, right? You guys probably saw these in the courtside report. He has blow-by on gold. We already saw he has bulldozer on silver, physical handles on gold. So maybe some of these other badges are things that come into play in terms of whether you keep or lose that adrenaline as you drive into your opponent, okay? Also, obviously, getting those animations to try to animations that we would consider clamp breaker animations.
So as of right now, he's just going over the badges.
And as you can see, these badges are tied into strength. So that is a big thing we're going to talk about in a little bit, is like, in order to unlock those badges, you need strength, but does strength actually come into play in terms of the actual gameplay? Like, that's something we fell for last year with the bully badge. We're going to talk more about that when we talk about the new power badges, but I just wanted to show you.
We don't want to talk about that, how we fell for that,
and,
boy.
How it's
I made a
affecting
whole
the gameplay
build
you're watching, all right?
based on
Let's
one
look at a couple
badge, and that
more,
was bully, and
plays
that
here in terms
that
of
build was
adrenaline
horrible.
loss. So it's not just when you're getting
Bully
bumped,
was
like, look, I'm
the
fighting for this,
worst
crab dribble here
badge
against Devin Booker,
in the
and
game,
I kept
hands
three adrenaline
down.
bars the entire time, right? Like, he's bumping me here, he's bumping me. I'm like getting some bump here, trying to get a crab on him in the mid range. I'm getting like a low crab dribble, snatch back. I still have 3 adrenaline bars the whole time. So it's not like any physical contact makes you lose adrenaline. Okay, so it is very situational, and it seems like it's mainly when you are driving into that opponent and your body, and like there's a not just a body up, but like a
Yeah, he was all over him, and he
full
still got
speed body
3.
up where like 2 forces are colliding.
Heck of lame. Hey, yo, I'm literally on. I'm not actually logged into my account. Wow.
Really,
So I'm like, what are these ads popping up? I just forget ads be popping up at this point.
You can run left, you can run right, you can
Hold up, give me
spam
a
combo
second.
dribble moves, you can do anything you want. And from what everything I saw, you don't lose adrenaline unless there's that full speed meet up of body up contact. All right, y'all, let's talk dribbling and ankle breakers. All right, I know it's a big topic. Last year, ankle breakers were really rare. Essentially, you know, you had to have like Space Creator, get takeover, Shot Creator takeover, and do hot
They're
steps.
still
But as
rare
you
in
see
this game,
here,
huh?
I mess up the dribble move, and I just snap Lonzo to the
Oh,
ground
yikes.
with Curry, right? So ankle breakers are definitely back. I didn't like get a ton of them. Like, obviously I'm showing you the same clip over and over again, but definitely like this is
nice.
You know, I'm putting him on the
I haven't
ground
seen an ankle breaker
with a
in so
simple
long.
snatchback, and he has gold. You see in the top right corner, Curry has gold ankle breakers. So ankle breakers are definitely back. Obviously, we're gonna have to find the moves that trigger them the most
Beautiful.
consistently. I'm sure playmaking boosts obviously are gonna help like they always do. The level of ankle breaker that you have, maybe some of the other dribbling badges, maybe amplify or, you know, increase the percentage of how often you'll get them. We'll have to wait and see, but they're definitely back, as you can see right here. Now, in terms of dribbling in and of itself,
Just gonna quickly switch that out.
in and of itself, dribbling felt
Because
very
we
different.
not
I will
finna
say
do no
that.
ads.
The gameplay
That's
overall
garbage.
felt a little slower.
That's
Maybe it's just
garbage.
'cause we haven't figured it out. But there's definitely still some explosive launches you can get. Comboing up feels really smooth and nice. Like, as you can see, like, that's like a... Let me rewind that back for you guys. Like, I know it's nothing, like, crazy, but I was just testing kind of the smoothness of it right here with Kyrie. You see a little momentum behind the back from Ja Morant right there. Decent. Maybe momentum behind the backs are back. That's something I know people miss from like 2K19 days. The, you know, being able to momentum behind the back, spin back, momentum behind the back, all that stuff. It looked decent right there.
Wondering what
That's
that
Ja
noise
Morant's
was.
sig. Maybe there's better SIGs that'll get an even bigger launch forward. So we'll see. But this is what I want to talk about. Comboing here, like with Kyrie, it looks really smooth and nice. And honestly, like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just spamming stuff, trying to figure it out. But even like that quick launch right there from KD is something that, like, that's a nice little.
That's
crossover
very
launch.
nice. I would like
And then
that
even
on my
comboing
player.
Comboing with KD feels way different than comboing with Curry. I mean, than Kyrie. Comboing with KD feels different than comboing with Kyrie. And I think part of that is the pro play. Like, it did feel very similar. Now, in terms of I said similar. It felt very different, but it felt similar to how they move in real life. It really did. Like, you see Kyrie's got his little, you know, head fakes and all that, and KD's is more lanky and drawn out animations.
Okay, that's
feel
Joe Knows.
very
That's him
smooth.
making that noise. I'm like,
Well, I
bro,
was gonna say,
what
how
is
it plays
moving
into the
around
card
here
can
like
actually be
that?
effective in terms of
I ain't know
being
what that
against human being.
was.
We'll have to wait
Let
and
me
see.
make
So
sure this
obviously
is
take
right.
all this
Hold on.
gameplay with a grain of salt. I'm playing against
It's kinda
the computer.
bothering
To shake
me,
the
mate.
computer is completely different than to shake a human being, right? But there's definitely some good
we go.
animations in terms of like that
Okay,
little
we're good.
slide behind the back. I'm gonna replay it in a second. But it like you
I'm
see
gonna
how
go ahead and lock
Kyrie's
that in
moving,
place.
it's nice. But that like slide behind the back, it's almost like not an ankle breaker. But if I continued running off of that right here, like I feel like right here I could probably.
I don't know, man.
it's
This
kind of
gameplay
something
looking a
take
little
off and
slow,
maybe
bruh.
high
I,
post is a high
you
dunk.
know,
You could split them right here and go take off and throw it down. But even
I
with
don't know.
Kyrie, I feel like if I took one more dribble into here, maybe start to use those new finishing badges like the Eurostep
I
badge
don't know.
or the spin finisher, or I don't know the names of them, but if you, I think it's called two-step or something like that, spin cycle. If you read the courtside report, you saw the new finishing badges. Maybe I could use that in here and get a nice layup with Kyrie. So we'll have to wait and see kind of how it all plays out in terms of when it's, you know, online gameplay, human versus human. But there's definitely some good dribble animations, and it feels very different. For example, I was trying to do, like, you guys know, like the KD hop back everyone did in 23, the LeBron hop back everyone did in 23. That was a simple move, right? Right trigger, flick the right stick down, you do a big hop back. Not on this game. I was trying to do it. My dude was doing a cross back. He was doing all different. So even the dribble controls are different.
So the control, yep, controls are different for dribbling. That's crazy. That's different.
A different feel to how the game moves, okay, in terms of dribbling. But as you can see, you know, KD's got them long, lanky dribbles.
No, them dribble moves definitely look different though. I ain't even gonna cap. KD ain't is not doing that in 23.
The defender is crowding Curry, and you see Curry kind of like picking his head up like he's looking over the defender, like waiting for Draymond to come up and set the screen. It's just a small detail. I thought it was something cool that I noticed here, like peeking his head up to try to see over the defense. That's a cool little addition. But as you can see, Curry moves a lot different. Get the crab dribble when I miss because I suck. But Curry moves a lot different than Kyrie, and Ja moves
Morant,
different than Curry, and KD moves different than that. You know what I mean? So that is nice. It definitely looks different. Now, what I will say, obviously, I don't know how pro play is going to translate to the park, but hopefully we do see stuff like this where you play a guard one game and he moves different than another guard and another guard. Hopefully there's a bunch of different dribble moves that are all viable options.
Yeah, that would be nice. So
To
everybody just ain't using Michael Jordan, and everybody ain't using this, and everybody ain't using that.
Everyone ends up moving the same. Now,
Like, honestly, guards might be the most fun build.
2K, there's always meta dribble moves that majority of the community is going to use. But I think if we could get variety and effectiveness on the same level, that's going to be a beautiful thing to see people playing with different moves on and moving different, so it's, you know, it's not repetitive. All right, but we'll have to wait and see. The last thing I'll say is right here, Jimmy Butler, this is the computer. I'm defending the computer, and he kind of does, watch, skirt, he kind of hits the walk back. So walk back cheese might be back. I'm not really sure, but it did look pretty quick.
Dude, walk back gets in every single game, dude. Every single game. They just don't do it at the beginning and then patch it later. I don't understand.
Right? There's going to be stuff that 2K didn't mean to be effective that ends up being effective. It's a video
Got fast
game,
feet
just
up
how
at the
it works.
top.
And if
I'm
we
having
have
that
a
mother
computer
Hall
hit
of
the walk
Fame. I ain't
back
even
on
gonna
us,
lie.
Lord knows what the hell
I'm kind of
right? So
one
that's
side,
our dribbling
two-sided about my
Let's move on
builds
to the
for
next
next year. If I when I get this game,
defense, all right?
it's either gonna be a center or it's gonna be my lock. It's probably gonna be my lock first,
I'm just bumping him, and it bumps him.
and then I'll just make a good center when we start learning what the actual best stuff is.
Decent ball handler, not a great ball handler. And look, I bump him so much it makes him stumble
Come here.
and bobble the ball, and it's like a forced pickup. See what I'm saying? Like, it made him pick his dribble up just because I was bumping him. Now remember, this is me defending the computer, so take everything with a grain of salt, right? This is not a human versus human. This is the AI. But definitely felt different in terms of how you attached to the dribbler and bumped him and bodied up. Again, perimeter, I said perimeter. Even on the interior, it felt like you stayed between your man and the basket better if you were in position. Like, this is Jamal Murray driving on.
Yes, they didn't just do an animation and they just slide right past you, and they're now in front of you, and it's just a bucket.
The AI is usually very good at just greening layups. Like, it's something that the AI has always done really well. Play hands up D, make a miss. We'll have to see, but that is a good sign in terms of paint defense. Again, it's playing against the computer. Take it with a grain of salt, but that is a nice example there of what I'm talking about. Again, bumping the dribbler here definitely feels different than it did in 23. Playing the guy's hip here. Bump, 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 and then...
bonk. Whoa, what?
I don't know if y'all can see down here. I don't know, bro.
2K?
Dude just made a 47% contest.
A 47? Look.
So, yeah.
And he made that.
And then... I don't know if y'all can see down here. I don't know, bro. Dude just made a 47% contest.
That's 47%
buzzer.
contested.
So, yeah. Definitely feels different, but there's still going to be that, yeah, I mean, we bumped them up.
That's ridiculous.
Chucks up a shot, 47% contest, and he makes it.
Wow.
I don't know, okay? Anyways, again, just some paint defense, walling up, good stop, and that was Sasha Vujacic. Like, that's not, you know...
I guess this is Mamba moments right here.
Dikembe Mutombo. That's Keith Van Horn. Keith Van Horn, right? I'm saying that... I think it was Keith Van Horn. Going up against Sasha Vujacic, who was a guard. I know you guys probably don't remember Sasha Vujacic. But I get between him and the hoop, wall up, play hands-up defense, and I get the stop. So, that is a good sign. Now, in terms of bumps, not only on the perimeter, but in the paint, check this out. Right? I bumped Jason Terry. This is Kobe, obviously, an elite defender. This is prime 2006 Kobe Bryant. Okay?
Yeah.
Bump the drive, play hands-up D, and look at... He pump fakes, and then I just... Basically, as he goes to pass, I think he just throws it into me. But my point is, I'm able to wall him up off of the drive, right? Doesn't get a blow-by or anything like that. Fast feet pops up. This is a new perimeter badge that helps you slide your feet laterally more quickly, right?
Thank you.
Slide my feet
That has to be Hall of Fame. I'm putting my floor setter on that mug.
That's good. In terms of the plucks, as you
That
can see,
mug,
Kobe
well,
has gold
technically,
glove. I
if you
went
put
to
a
the range
floor
to look.
setter
He
on
had a
something like
95
that you're going to be doing all
gold
game,
glove. Again,
it's
take
probably
it with a
not
grain of
smart
salt,
because it's
but
going to be
against
Hall
the
of Fame
AI,
anyway because you're
for
going
all
to
you
use it every
lockdowns
game.
out there, I'm not gonna lie.
So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. When you're using them floor setter things, bro, don't put it on something you're going to be doing every game like playing defense. I wouldn't do that. Like something like fast feet, I'm going to be just doing that every game anyway. So it'll just stay Hall of Fame. Now, stuff like pickpocket, stuff like that, maybe pickpocket, maybe you don't get a steal every game. That's why if you put that floor setter on there, at least it'll always be gold. So that might actually be a valuable situation. But other than that, man, use your floor setters wisely because you can only use them once.
Between glove and that right stick ripper, which rewards you for flicking the right stick in the right direction. It gives you a boost to your steal. I think you guys are going to enjoy, especially the beginning of the game when people don't know how to dribble and they don't know the meta moves and all that. You guys are going to love, like, I was tearing it off them. I was tearing it off them. Okay, so you guys are definitely going to like it. Small detail as well. Some of you guys might care, some of you guys might not right here. Kobe doing that little, Mamba thing where, sticking the chin out, doing that thing that he used to do.
Just
So
sticking the
detail.
chin out.
Looks really, really good. But tearing it off with that gold glove, I can only imagine 99 steal and Hall of Fame glove and all that stuff. We'll have to wait and see. As you can see, a badge right there popped up at one of the new badges right here. 94
feet.
As you read the courtside report, right? That's a badge that helps you press people 94 feet. Okay, you know what I mean? But all these new defensive badges coming into play, we'll have to see which ones end up being the best and really help. But again, I'm playing against the computer and I'm tearing it off.
That's a lock.
I didn't go into the settings to show you, but I think when I was playing those Mamba moments, I think I was playing on Superstar. I wasn't on Hall of Fame. I was on Superstar, so... I mean, it's not like I'm playing on Rookie, but I'm tearing it off. I'm on Superstar, so we'll have to see. But as you can see, I'm just scrolling through Kobe's badges here. He has 59 badges, a ton of them gold in Hall of Fame, right? So I was just scrolling through. You see gold clamps. We're talking about defensive badges, right? Gold glove, gold interceptor. Like, he's obviously a very good defender in his prime. Off-ball pest on gold. And then some of those new ones I was telling you, well... Not new, but Pick Dodger, but then also the new badge.
You got Post Fade Phenom on gold. Everything on gold for him.
That one right there. That one we were talking about as well. The right stick ripper. Lockdowns. I really think you guys are going to really take advantage of that. Not necessarily.
Yeah, that right stick ripper thing, bro, that just might be the new way to just steal.
Yeah, maybe y'all are going to abuse it. I think this badge right here could be really, really underrated. And... increases the chances of getting stealing the ball from the dribbler or intercepting passes when using the right analog stick. So instead of just spamming X, you got to flick directional and it would give you a boost. So I think, you know, you get that on Hall of Fame with Hall of Fame glove, 99 steal. People don't know how to dribble in the first couple weeks of the game. They don't know meta dribble moves. They don't have unpluckable up. Some of these lockdowns are going to be going crazy in the beginning of the game. And I challenge you.
Absolutely.
Don't complain about it until we actually figure the game out, right? Even like shooting and all this other stuff. Don't complain about it until we figure the game out.
Trying as hard as boy.
To start to patch stuff, and that stuff that gets patched causes other problems. And it might not even be a problem. It might just be the dude you're playing against has Hall of Fame right stick ripper and Hall of Fame glove, and you're out there with bronze unpluckable, and you wonder why he ripped you 3 times in a part game. Hit your badges, figure out dribble moves, figure out how to play the game.
Do not
then,
nerf. If they
super
nerf the
broken,
defense,
because
that
the
is when
West
the game
to
dies
change it. But the
immediately.
first week of the game, there's gonna be
Immediately.
open
It
shots.
stands
Don't
no
be looking
chance.
For patches when you have no badges and you have the worst jump shot base in the game on, and you just don't know it yet. All right, so
Dude,
that's
it's
defense.
angry.
Let's keep it moving.
No, but I get him though.
All right, let's talk about the new power driving badges and animations and all that type of stuff. All right, so you're gonna see there's still blow by animations in the game, and this badge up here, blow by, is a badge that. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't say the wrong stuff because I'm not allowed to talk about the builder, but a lot of this information has been released on Twitter. So blow by paired with the badge speed booster, which is basically quick first step. Neither of those badges tied to strength, so small guards can get those badges at very high levels, and that's gonna be how they slide past and blow past defenders. But for the bigger ball handlers, right? Like Giannis has blow by on silver. Somebody like
Okay.
Prime Russell Westbrook is gonna have that thing on gold or Hall of Fame. But the badges that Giannis has, like gold and Hall of Fame, are badges like Bulldozer and Big Driver and
I was
Physical
wondering
Vandals
if
and
Posterizer
Big
was in the
Driver,
game.
Gold and Hall of
So
Fame
I'm assuming
are
Posterizer
badges
is
like
still in the
Bulldozer
game.
and Big Driver and
I did just see it. I thought Precision
Physical
Dunker was gonna
Handles
like
and
go over
those
it, but I
types
guess
of
not.
badges, okay?
That's
Now,
actually just using the
those are
stick
the
to
badges that
force
I feel
dunk.
like the bigger ISO builds are going to
Dang.
use to get
Move out the
past
way.
defenders on the perimeter, because they're not going to be able to get speed booster at Hall of Fame levels, right? Because they don't have the necessary attributes to unlock that badge at that high of a level. But let's talk about in the past, right? There's been this big debate about strength. Is it finally going to matter? Because it's never mattered on ball handlers in the past. Now, I say ball handlers, right? Because for centers and
I feel like everybody's saying strength matters again. But it seems like 2K is kind of just forcing strength to matter. It actually don't matter in the game. It just matters because you need a badge. So now people are just going to have to put up their strength just to get a badge. Yeah, I've learned my lesson with that one.
defending the post and holding box outs and getting worm animations.
I ain't doing
Even in
that joint.
23, strength mattered in the paint in terms of big men battles. But in terms of ball handlers, it never mattered. Okay, like, okay, Bully was a fun idea, but it did not work out. But the main reason being is because animations like this, which still are in 24, to activate Bully, you essentially had to go up with a layup, a contested layup, and hope for the animation to happen. Like, those are still in the game like this, right? Like, LeBron puts his shoulder into the dude, goes up, gets a layup, and I green.
Green.
But here's where the strength argument for 24 comes into play. And I'll just lay it out right now. I'm not on either side. I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to go with strength on my ball handler or not. But I will lay out the argument for both sides, and I'll show clips to back it up. So for anyone interested, this might be a little bit of a long discussion, but there's a lot of details to analyze, okay?
Oh,
So
yeah, for sure.
all the people saying strength has never mattered, I ain't falling for it again. I 100% understand that, and I might even go that route to start. I'm not sure. But the thing I will say that they have changed is the fact that, see, Bulldozer pops up right here for Kobe Silver. I do not take a shot. I do not
Silver.
take a shot. I do not take a dunk. I do not take a layup. So in order for this badge to fire, to activate, I'm saying, all I have to do is just drive. Like, it's not like Bully where you have to take a bad layup and hope you get the animation.
Thank
Bulldozer
you.
now, I didn't keep running towards
Yes.
the basket. Obviously, I stop and like walk back right here because I'm just testing out, trying to fire this badge.
That's
I talked
ridiculous.
to Wolf. Wolf is a former 2K League player who was very involved in the builder and badges and 2K24 as a whole. And I said, Wolf, if I'm going to invest strength into my ISO build, like my big ISO build, if I'm going to invest all
Man,
these
don't put no
attributes into
strength on, bro.
to unlock these badges, they better activate a lot, otherwise it's not worth it. And he said, oh, they activate, like they are going to fire just from you dribbling on the perimeter anytime there's contact. So that's something to think about. Also something to think about is the fact that in 2K23, essentially to get blow-by animations, obviously there's the badge blow-by, but I'm talking about, you know, slide-by and all these animations. For example, my point is, what I'm trying to get at is, if in 2K23, let's say Clamp Breaker required strength, a lot of people would have put strength on their build to get Clamp Breaker because it was one of the best badges in the game. But Clamp Breaker, whether you had 25 strength or 99 strength, you would get it at the same level in 2K23. Now you have Bulldozer and all the, you know, physical handles and all these other badges that you need a strength rating in order to unlock. And last year, the only strength rating badge in terms of finishing was Bully, and we already talked about the flaws with that. The fact that you had to take a contested layup to even have a chance of activating it. The fact
Oh
that
my gosh,
Bulldozer
just stop saying that
activates
badge.
just
That
from
badge
me
is so
essentially
garbage.
trying to drive past an opponent, it kind of makes
He
me
did move him
think
out the way though, boy, right there.
well, again,
That's
it
precision
depends
dunker
on
all day. That's
how
all
online
dunks.
gameplay actually ends up being. But I think their thought process is, okay, the smaller guards, they're going to rely on high badge levels of speed booster and blow by. The bigger builds, they can still get speed booster and blow by, but they won't get them on as high of levels as the smaller guards. So we need to give them an advantage, and their advantage is going to be able to get Bulldozer, physical handles on higher levels, and then the really tall players, there's a badge called Big Driver now. So I think that's their thought process.
So
How
big
it all
drivers
plays
like
out
the
in terms of
speed boost
gameplay,
just
we
in the
will not
mid-range
know
area.
until we get into the park. But I think that's their thought process, and that's what I would consider when you're in that whole strength versus speed debate, and if you really think you need strength. The one thing I will say is, let's say you make a bigger ball handler, right? And you don't get blow by and speed booster on high badge levels, right? So let's say you get into this situation here where a defender's bumping you and you go no strength. And my concern would be like, okay, since I didn't get like a clean run by him using my speed, now I'm in a physical battle. If I don't have those like big ball handler physicality badges, am I just gonna get stonewalled right here and just like boom and just get knocked back by the lock, and now I'm done. Like I have to try to drive all over again. Or maybe if I have the physical badge,
I would say it
and
depends
anti-drone
on the badges
am
the
I gonna be able to
defensive
do what Giannis does right here
player
and
has.
basically just use your forearm and just push him into the paint and then go up with a layup or a dunk. I honestly don't know the answer, and none of you know the answer. It's all just opinion based. If I'm going off of past 2Ks, strength never mattered on a ball handler. But also, they never had all these badges that help you get to the basket based on your strength rating. The only one they even tried, I feel like, in the past was Bully. And we talked about the problems with Bully. The fact that if Bully activated when you just drove and it gave you more blow-bys, people would have put strength and tried to, and not tried. They would have used it along with Clamp Breaker to get to the basket, but it was just the fact you had to go up with a layup. So I see a valid argument for both points. We won't know the answer until
The actual game
play the
comes
game
out.
online for at least a few weeks.
Yep.
People do badge testing. People do rating, animation testing. We'll see. But anyways, in terms of big driver badges, they added in, well, this isn't even a big driver badge, but it is a finishing badge. It is a driving badge. This two-step badge that helps with Euro steps, like, that's a clean animation. I really like how that Euro...
That is a
it's
beautiful
badge, big
animation.
driver badge, but it is a
Finally, an
finishing badge. It is a
animation that
driving
goes
badge.
into a dunk.
This two-step badge that
Look,
helps
boom.
with Euro steps, like, that's
a dunk.
clean animation. I really like how
That should be a
Euro
dunk. And I
looks.
know,
It's
look,
like
layup that you just gonna
contact
brick.
Euro. Yeah, and then I mistimed the dunk. But the animation looked really clean. There's also, like, that spin badge. And there's other badges to help too. This is the badge I'm talking about right here. This two-step badge improves a player's ability to make Euro step and cradle layups or dunks. There's a bunch of new finishing badges. I'm really excited to test them all out and like see, you know, what's good, what's not good, strength, speed, how that
Honestly,
debate
just
all
make
figures
all the
itself
badges
out.
good, man.
Strength
I had
matters in
hate
the paint.
for
I
people to
can
make that new
100%
build and
confirm
be
for
thinking
big
that
men,
badge
it
gonna
was a
be
battle
crazy.
in the post,
I wonder
battling
who
for
did
rebounds.
that.
Mattered in 23 though. That's not big news. Does strength matter
No,
on perimeter players in terms of
No.
defending and handling the ball? I can give more information and more opinion once I'm allowed to talk about the builder and actual badge thresholds in terms of like attributes and all that. I can't talk about that. Embargo has not lifted on builder information.
I think
So I
that
can't
that
really
gets
answer the
lifted
whole
in 2
strength
days.
versus speed and
Something like
does
that.
strength matter and all that in terms of guard builds, because I need to be able to talk about ratings and badge unlock levels and all that stuff. Okay, so hold off on that. I will have more information in a couple days once the embargo lifts. I'll talk about it in the My Player Builder breakdown, but I'll also talk about it when I talk about big ISO builds and I drop the LeBron build and all that type of stuff. All right, but let's move on to the next.
Dunk meter.
All right, let's talk about the 2K24 dunk meter. First things first, you can still get. All right, let's talk about the 2K24 dunk meter.
Look,
First
he just
things
dunked
first,
on
you can
him
still
without
get
a
contact
meter.
dunks without using the dunk meter. I mean, as you can see, definitely get some crazy animations even without the dunk meter. But there's been big improvements to the dunk meter, I will say. All right, so check it out. First things first, as you guys have probably heard, it is green or miss on the dunk meter, but it's not as crazy as it was in 23 in terms of the green window size. Now, on some contact dunks like this, yes, it's very precise. You're going to need to be skilled and get used to timing it very precisely. As you can see, like I'm missing dunks because I'm just slightly off.
Dude.
But when you go up for an open dunk, as you can see right here, it's not even fully open. The defender's like, you know, in the
Defender's a
vicinity,
little close.
but he's not in a good position. Like that's a pretty big green window, and you're going to see on other ones, like it's even easier to time than that when you're wide open. So that's a big improvement because last year, you know, a lot of people wouldn't even try to meter dunk because they're like, man, even if I'm open, it's still like kind of precise. Now, obviously,
Still
last year
garbage.
it wasn't green or miss, but this is nice that, you know, depending on the quote-unquote difficulty of the dunk and probably depending on your badges and ratings as opposed to the defender's
Because
badges
honestly,
and
it got
ratings,
to a point
the
where
green
I was
window
just
size
doing
will
meter
actually
dunks all day.
change on the meter
Because
itself.
why
So that is
even
a
do
really nice
layups? He
change,
needs to
and
show
visually,
that, bruh.
obviously,
If
it's
layups are
obvious.
even
You see
valuable
the
ever,
difference, like, you know,
ever an option.
relatively open, you know, defender out of position dunk, bigger green window. Obviously, defender between me and the hoop, much smaller green window. And you have to green it to be able to make the dunk. And that's going to be the same on the layup meter that we're going to talk about next. But in terms of even some
here.
contact dunks, like I said,
Nasty.
you know, Giannis doing the little crown stuff.
Nasty.
It matters your ratings or badges versus defenders' ratings and badges, and like obviously Giannis is an absolute freak of nature. Even going over who is this here?
Ain't that Clint?
I don't know. He's relatively big though. Pause. And you can see Giannis's green window is still like damn near the
Super
size
high.
of like Kobe's was when he was going up with a pretty much open dunk, and this is a contact dunk. So as you can see, it varies and it depends on the situation, which is obviously, in my opinion, a W. Like that's how it should be. That's how it should have been in 23, and they're just making that improvement now on.
Yeah,
24.
this
Giannis
looks
has
nice.
full
So
posterized,
slashers
as you see in the
should
top
be
right corner. But
actually
there's
pretty
also
valid
other
in this
finishing
game.
badges like that one right there, as we were talking about it. He's got precision dunker on silver. Right, so there's other finishing badges this year, not just contact finisher, that are going to help you in terms of you know, increasing that green window size and making it easier for you to make those dunk meter dunks. So overall, definitely W's in that department. Now, you might also notice that even like this is a contact dunk, right? It's like that running contact dunk with a dude on your back, but you still see the green window size. Like even though it's
It's,
a
like,
contact
huge.
dunk, he's in a bad position. So the green window size for Kobe is still like what I would consider really like big, you know. So it's not just open.
That's
dunks.
probably because
Obviously, it
Kobe
depends
got all them
on,
badges on like
we talked
gold,
about
bro.
already, attributes, badges, all that stuff. You know, open dunk for LeBron on the break. It's pretty much a huge green window. Open dunk, you know, LeBron on an open drive. Dunk meter Green window's really big. Defender on your hip, and it's a guard. You know, you could just bully him. And it's oh, we got a lob here too for y'all. It's very similar, but yeah, like I'm saying, depending on the situation, open dunk, even a contact dunk, doesn't matter. It all depends on the ratings, the attributes, badges.
Oh yeah, slashers.
Green window size.
Slashers may be
So overall,
freaking
just,
ridiculous.
really big improvements.
Oh
and
yeah,
the
that's
values are pretty
insane.
much the
Kobe,
same
yeah,
in terms of
okay.
how they were, you know, just timing it.
Yeah, that's
that meter. Just like
insane.
23. So overall, big improvements.
He
to the
has
dunk
more
meter, I
rings than
in
Steph.
my opinion, again, take it with a grain of salt. I was just playing against the AI, but someone
He
who's
does,
really skilled
so
with the dunk
it's
meter in this
game
game
over.
Definitely,
Steph has to win one more.
like you'll definitely utilize it. And what I think will differentiate people in the dunk meter even more in terms of like a skill gap. I know Harris comes with there's no
see.
skill in dunking. Here we go with the whole conversation. I'm not trying to get into the debate. I'm just saying. There's the skill gap. Like before, people could make early dunks and late dunks and all
Yep.
that. Not anymore. You got.
I'm glad that's just green,
that's a
so you
really
can't
tiny
just
sliver
spam
of
it.
a green window,
'Cause I ain't even
or a
gonna
much
lie, I
bigger
was
green one,
spamming
you
that
have to
mug.
green it. So I think it increases the skill gap in terms of using the dunk.
It wasn't because he played with Shaq. He won 2
Let's
without
talk
Shaq.
about the layup meter. And I know,
No, he won
let me pause before we get into. I know all you sweats out there. are
2
probably gonna
without
be
Shaq.
like,
Yeah, 2
"Layup
without Shaq.
meter. Ain't nobody using no damn layup
And Shaq
meter."
didn't
Mike
win
White put that
anymore.
tweet out and said, I would
Yeah,
recommend
well,
you at
he
least give
went,
it a try. Now,
and I could
trust
say
me, I know.
the same thing for
Pro-Am,
Shaq.
and
He
I was
won with
playing
D
for
Wade.
thousands of dollars and all that, and sweating my
Easy.
heart out. In 23, I did not use layup timing. Okay, it was essentially too risky. Like I might miss time an open layup and miss, and I didn't want to do that. Standing layups, driving layup, all that. I didn't want to miss for no reason. You just turn off layup timing, and like pretty much if it's open, you're gonna make it.
Kobe has 5. Steph has 4. Steph's great though. I think he's the best shooter ever in life. He ain't better than Kobe though. Kobe's top 5 easily. He's just a better player than like everyone. I'm sorry. His IQ is better than pretty much everyone in the NBA. Kobe was just a
They
beast.
made some really nice changes to the layup
He was
meter,
just that guy.
similar to the dunk meter. But
Mamba
Let's
mentality.
take a look at it. Okay, so first things first. Obviously, in terms
Steph
of
better than
it's
Kobe.
green or miss. So yes,
He has to have more
that is
rings
still a thing,
first.
green or miss. But the increased green window size for standing layups and for
Yo,
driving layups in
that
terms of
layup meter was
situations, in terms
so
of attributes,
high.
badges,
That's
positioning,
ridiculous.
All that really matters, right? So you see right there, that's Jokic against Bam.
No, I
look
don't
at
think
how
so. People
big
was
that
still
green window is, and I wouldn't even say
head over
Bam is in
heels
a
for
terrible
Kobe.
position here. Like, it's not a great defensive
not only
position,
because he
but
passed.
Obviously, like he's a little late to contest it. Look at that green window size. Now look at this next clip from Shaq. Like I think
Dang.
we're gonna talk about. I can't get into. I almost blew it. I can't talk about builds and stuff yet, but you guys are gonna see when I get into the builds. I think this is gonna be something insane for not only centers but post scorers, and yeah, we'll talk about that at a later date. But what I can talk about here is like, look at Shaq gets off the drop step inside position. As soon as the layup meter comes up, it's all green. Like I literally could not miss this even if I tried. Like I guess maybe.
Kobe is most definitely in the top 5, even before he passed. It's either Michael Jordan or Kobe, dude. You can't. There is no in between. Sadly, I mean, if you throw people like Magic Johnson in there, then and Kareem, people like that, then yeah, you can mix them up. But yeah, Kobe is definitely up
If I
there.
just held it
He
all
got
the way and
5
came all the way back
rings.
down here, maybe I would miss. But literally,
5.
As soon as you see
5.
the
5 is
meter
really
pop
hard to
up,
get.
it's green, the whole thing. So I feel like in past years, right, or not past year, but in 23, like layup timing off, you get in this position, like this guy could still like play hands up D or press Y and get a contest and like make you miss even though he's in a bad spot. Now it's like green or miss. If you have layup timing on, like you're gonna green this. Like yeah, even if he gets like the Jokic one, like Bam got a contest, but because Jokic's like size and like look at down here, I know the little drag thing is kind of covering it, but 14% coverage on that Jokic layup with layup timing on still greened it. You know what I mean? So I think layup timing in terms of not only driving layups but standing layups is going to be insane. Like if you're really skilled at it, you're
That
going to be
was
able to
super
finish
fast
really
too.
well around
Look
the
how
hoop
fast that thing
from
went up.
everything that I gathered playing again against the computer. Take it with a grain of salt. We'll have to wait and see once we play online. But even like the driving layups and stuff, like that spin badge, spin cycle. I keep calling it spin cycle. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but and then like the Euro step badge, and all those badges are definitely, I think, gonna come into play in terms of timing those layups and getting that bigger green window and trying to do that. But look at then there's situations where I kind of question. I'm like, bro,
That's
how am I
interesting.
making some of this stuff? So like, I'm cold with Kobe here because I'm just spamming like. I'm just testing stuff out, right? I'm just spamming layup meters and mistiming stuff. So I'm cold. And I drive in here and like, I don't know if you saw the size of the green window. Still pretty damn big. And I'm starting this out by the free throw line. What is this, Doug Christie? Or, oh, I gotta let my dog out. But whoever this defender is, right? Like, I know it's not probably an elite defender, but that's a damn big green window, especially for somebody who's cold. And
Yeah, that's huge green window, boy.
These end, like, look at how big
that
green
one
window got.
changed.
Like, I know it's LeBron, but like, it went from that to like got smaller, and then like randomly got really, really big. So like, I don't know exactly what's triggering here. Like, why did it go from this precise little sliver of a green window to the whole thing being green? Very, 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 very interesting. I gotta let my dog out. I'm gonna take a 5-second intermission because I'm gonna edit all this out, but I'll be right back with the next clip. All right, next let's talk about the new throw-out dribble animation. All right, not a huge detail, but it is new in the game. It is pretty cool, right? So off the rebound here, you see Giannis. I'm going to tap the right trigger, and I get a huge throw-out. Cool,
Did
right?
you
So
see that freaking...
Tap the right trigger, and I
Look
get
at that speed boost on the freaking dribble.
I'm going to tap the right trigger, and I get a huge, like, throw-out. Oh, it's called throw-out dribble, but... Giannis, I'm gonna tap the right
he
trigger,
threw that mug up.
It's called throw out, Joe.
Gone.
A huge like speed boost forward where you throw the ball out. I almost got bump stolen.
I actually like that. That's nice.
But,
that's very nice.
You see with Kyrie here, you know, depending on the player, it looks a little different depending on how they do it and their dribble style and all that. But definitely something cool they added in.
That's very nice.
And I could see it in terms of 3v3 and 5v5 in terms of triggering fast breaks. You know, like that big boost there. Like obviously in this situation, the whole defense is back, but. You know, you rip down the rebound in the park and maybe like 2 people are in the paint and you do that throw out dribble. Now you're pushing the break 2v1, hit him with a little Magic Johnson, or you know what I'm saying, whatever. But
that's going to be nice.
In full court game
like, man, I want to make a lock, like, but man, I want to dribble this year. Like said, for real, no cap.
In a lot of these clips.
Dribbling just looked fun this year. They got too much stuff going on.
Instead of playing against the AI, maybe if it allows you to like that is a huge throw out. Like
that was insane.
Do that. It's Giannis, obviously, but I'm going like from free throw line to damn near half court in one dribble. You're like boom, and you're already gone. So you might be able to get an advantage and create space on the break in terms of like 3v3, 5v5.
Yeah, that's insane.
So definitely something new they added in. Small addition, but definitely a W. And like I said, you know, Kyrie looks a little different doing it than Giannis, and then Giannis right here. And then it's almost like you even see right here on the second dribble, like obviously the throw out.
I care about post moves.
Like, it's almost like he's got the ball.
They
like,
upgraded those in
like,
this
still,
game
like,
too. They're super.
In front of him, like that dribble right there.
Supposedly, post moves are really good in this game.
That one, it's like you're covering more ground, so if it allows you to like not only get that initial burst, but then like get downhill, like there used to be a badge in the game that would have.
That's crazy.
Downhill or something like that, but if it allows
you
to like actually,
you're gonna play 2K.
After the throw out, run faster down the court
2K.
and attack, like that would
be you could try it if it's free on Game Pass, which it probably won't. But
mid-range and post game, all right. So, a lot of stuff.
Try it.
They
Try it
talked
out.
about that, you know. Oh, we nerfed the three.
I'm just happy we finally getting like a new gen 2K, man. Just got some stuff. There's like 500 dribbling moves in this game. You're not even gonna be able to try every single dribble move before this game is over. That's how many dribble moves are in this game.
Threes are greater than twos in terms of math, and it depends on the
it's ridiculous.
And I'm not trying to get into that.
That's what we should have got.
I'm just trying to tell y'all what I felt.
In 21.
I felt like mid-range shots were crazy. And I kind of touched on it before, and again, I can't talk about builds, but in terms of like the layup meter for standing,
look how fast that was.
Layups, I felt was really
I'm not even gonna lie, that's lockups.
And
it's still kind of okay. That's nice.
Oh, scorers! Hey, you guys know the real OGs. Listen, the real OGs of the channel. You guys know in 2K17 I was a post scorer. Like that was my primary build. I'm not telling y'all what build I'm gonna start with this year, but all I'm saying, I don't know. Okay? Now, the post game in terms of the fades and the hop shots was looking real glitchy. The post
games
I don't know.
coming out
Okay?
this month.
Now, the post
in
game
September
in
and
terms of the
October,
fades and the hop shots
even
was
November,
looking
like,
real glitchy.
there's
Now,
so
again,
many
take it
games
with a
coming
grain of
out.
salt,
This is
because I'm
beautiful.
playing
We haven't
against the
had this
computer,
many games
but
in so long.
some of this stuff looks glitchy, all right? So now it's Jokic.
Mortal
so I'm testing
Kombat
out the
1,
SIGs,
2.
and it's just a regular faded, whatever. Now we'll start to test the hop shots.
Finna be
okay?
on that.
This is against Lowry. Got the switch on me, so I understand. Okay, it's Jokic. It's a post hop shot. I shoot over the guard. As you can see on the bottom left, it registers open. But here's where it starts to get really glitchy, and why I'm thinking post scores this year might be something vicious. Okay, I can't talk about Bills yet, but I'm just saying. Okay, so once we get into the builder videos, we'll talk about post scores more in depth. But look at this, bro. Top shot.
Boy, look at the space on that.
It's late on the.
Look at the space on that
We'll
jump,
talk about post
boy.
scores more in depth. But look at this, bro.
Post score is finna be crazy.
Like, Bam is late on the closeout. I will give you that. But there's essentially two, kind of three people underneath him.
And that's a bucket.
I'm just thinking like a 7'3" max wingspan post. All I'm saying. Okay.
I was thinking about doing that too. I'm not even gonna lie.
Wait and see.
You got to play with that online though.
Definitely something going on, right? Like I said, I mean, if this is how it's looking, then you got that standing layup meter where the whole thing is green when you get inside position and all that. In order to counter like a big post score, you're gonna need a big center. I don't know. Y'all see where my brain is going again. Obviously, I can't go into detail about badges and thresholds and attribute layouts and all that. You gotta wait a couple days until the embargo lifts, okay? But y'all get what I'm saying. Like, you're starting to see kind of the vibes that they're talking about mid-range game and post-game, and it's looking vicious. Because I was sitting there. I have only tested the fades and the post-hop shots.
Yeah, them fades.
you know
I'm not
what?
even gonna lie.
tested a
Post game
post
should
move
be
yet,
good this
right?
year.
I haven't done
I just
a
want
spin. I
layups
did
to
the
be
drop step
valuable
with Shaq, but I haven't
again,
done
man.
a post spin yet, is what I meant.
Because why
I've
even
done
do a
drop step.
layup in
Haven't done a
2K?
post
Honestly,
spin.
dunk the ball.
This is Jokic.
You're just
versus
gonna get
Bam
blocked.
Adebayo. Bam is a pretty good defender, right? Definitely above average, borderline elite. Let's not debate players. He's a good defender. And look at the first thing I do, the first post spin, I promise you, it's the first post spin I tried. I get this animation. So not only they're adding in layup.
That is Bam Adebayo, bro. He moved him. Now, take in consideration, he's a 98 overall. But dude just moved him out the way. Where's takeover? He don't even got that on.
They're adding in a layup meter that damn near fills up the whole bar if you're in good position. Not only they buffed the post fades and hop shots in mid-range game. Not only they added in all these new big man post score badges that we're gonna get into when we get into the builder. I'm gonna show you all the thresholds for every builder.
That probably will be my center this year. I'm gonna make a post score for
all the
sure.
badges in the game.
Cause that
With
right
post
there.
badge, you can get throw animations on. I mean, it's not like I'm throwing, Tyler Hero. I'm throwing Bam Adebayo. So. And then I miss a green standing dunk, so that's another topic we could talk about. But y'all get what I'm saying. For all of you mid-range post-score demons out there,
I mean, dang.
For all of you mid-range
So much for that. He got back to him.
And then I miss a green standing dunk, so that's score demons out there. It's looking good, bro. And it's not just for big man. I mean, I had a clip in here too, like, what was it with D Book right here, right? Going to the post, do a little shimmy fade, pull up. I mean, it looks beautiful. Like, it looks just like D Book with those pro play animations. It looks really gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, that is literally how D Book moves. Like,
He really is.
but
See, finally,
game,
man.
mid-range
They
game,
should have
definitely.
been had this, bruh.
Definitely look viable. Definitely. Let's
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about three hunting.
My center's definitely going
Let's
to be a
talk about
post scorer
three-point
for
hunting.
sure.
I didn't get a lot of clips. I didn't spend a lot of time hunting for threes. Now, obviously, this is Steph Curry, so he's got like
We'll have to see,
the
though.
best shooting
Make a
badges
center.
and rating on
Whoa.
the game. But you definitely can shoot from deep still, okay? I mean, obviously, that's with... I think Curry has a 99.3, but that is on Hall of Fame. And like I said, I mean, you're shooting from deep, and obviously he's got probably every shooting badge Hall of Fame, but you definitely shoot from deep. Now, I tried a few fades, but I didn't really spend a lot of time testing gameplay. I was more into trying to, like, figure out the builder for you guys. Obviously, that drops in like 2 days. But
Let's see.
in terms of three hunting, it's definitely going to take a little getting used to in terms of, like, getting open off the dribble. Like, dribbling is so different, like we talked about. You're definitely going to have to get used to it. But just a couple clips here. I mean, shooting behind screens, shooting off of, like, a little quick stop. I mean,
Oh,
that's a
my
27%
gosh.
contested green. So, I mean, depending on the game mode, the defender on you, you know, it's LeBron shooting behind the screen. It's green. Now, this last clip,
Green.
again, I
Shooting
don't
look
remember.
easy?
The first
You
clip I
doing
know
this
was
on Hall of Fame.
I showed you guys that. I didn't pause it after every shot I made to see what difficulty I was on. But just the fact that, okay, this is KD, right? Just the fact that this registers as open, like, he's late to get a hand up. But he is right in
Oh,
position.
shooting
Like,
overdose is back?
he's, like, relatively, not relative, he is right underneath KD. But, like, if we're talking real life, and it's a video game, so I don't like saying that, but, like, yeah, this would not bother KD, but in past 2Ks, like, this would be like a ghost contest. Like, okay, you're in the area, so you just get a contest, but I guess maybe hand placement, like, really matters now, or, like, pushing up on the right stick. Like, I shoot over him right here, like, again, his hand is not up at the release. I don't know how this is going to be online. Obviously,
That's
we have to wait and
different.
see, and it probably depends on, like, your rating, his rating, badges, all that.
Green.
This registers as an open shot, you
Open.
can see down in the bottom left. And, I mean, again, it's playing against the computer, so take it with a grain of salt, but, like, I don't want to sit here and, like, say, like, oh, like, big shooters are going to be lethal. You could shoot over people, but it potentially, like, I'm not... It's you know, if
Let's
this
hope
registers
so,
as a
'cause I
40%
love,
contest just 'cause
making
the
a
dude's
stretch.
standing Here, well, then it's like, nah, like, you're not
Stretch
gonna shoot over
big.
anyone. But it registers open, so again, it's the computer. Difficulty level matters, ratings, badges.
But
all that
honestly, I
matters.
cank make no
Have to
stretch
see when
big
it's
no
human
more,
versus
bro.
human, just
They
like
too
everything
slow.
else. But
That
just something
build, I made
noticed
that
when
build
shot
for
this, I was like, oh, it's definitely
23. It
contested.
was so
Damn, it's
boring.
open.
I'm not
And
even
I
gonna lie.
agree
That
with
was one of the most
Okay.
boring
The
playing
last thing I
builds
got for y'all in this video
I've
is
ever played
settings.
with. I gotta have a
Okay,
fast
so
person, bro.
Not a
I
ton
can't
of,
do
like,
that no
things
more.
to show you, but in terms of that shot timing visual cue, you see the new choices you have, right? There's no more early, late, very early, very late. You have push, you have release, you have jump, and you have set point. Okay, now most of the time I was playing on release because I was thinking, like, okay, I know most people, I would say majority of people played on early or late in 23. Now I was one of the people that played on early. Like, I didn't really like late, and I feel like early was a lot of time it was like kind of like the ball like by your forehead, and I feel like that was like kind of, I guess maybe depending on the jump shot you're using, pretty close.
I played
to, like,
on
when
early.
The ball would be coming off your fingertips, which I would assume be release. I'm definitely going to test out all four options and see what I like the best. I don't feel like I was super comfortable with release, but maybe that was because it was brand new and I was only playing the game for like a couple hours. So definitely going to have to test out all the shot timing visual cues. Obviously, I've talked about the layup meter. I was someone that always just turned off the timing, but I definitely recommend, like Mike Wang said it. I mean, Mike Wang, we don't always believe what he says, but I'm going to try to keep layup meter on, and I think it's definitely going to be worth it. Like, those standing layups are insane now. Like, the fact that the green window size changes so drastically depending on your
That's
positioning,
different.
it eliminates my thought before in 23, which was like, I didn't want to miss an open layup because I mistimed it. Now it's like, if you're open, like, damn near the whole meter is green, so you're not going to miss anyways. But it also allows you to, like, have some skill on those difficult finishes And like the one, remember the first one I did with Giannis, where like I went over the top of the defender. The green window was small, but because I timed it, I made the layup. I feel like with layup timing off, I'm probably gonna miss that.
Well, I mean, they'll bring Pro Touch back because no one uses that.
Layup timing, keeping the layup meter on and the layup timing and all that. Also cool, you can change the shot meter location, and you can also change the shot meter size, small, medium, and large. So they definitely give you some visual options to like find something that you're most comfortable with. But that's kind of my overview on NBA 2K24 gameplay. Now again, take it with a grain of salt. I'm playing against the computer, and I'm a park player, I'm a Pro-Am player, I'm an online player, okay? But I wanted to try to test out the new things they added in terms of like those blow-by, bully ball, all those animations, the layup
that is
meter,
crazy.
the dunk meter. Test out that mid-range game for you guys because they said they were going to
2K24 stuff,
settings, all the things we touched on. I think, you know, just to get a feel for how different, you know, the dribbling felt.
That's different, man. 2K24 sounded like a very, very different game. See what Chalk talking about.
That type of stuff. All right, so
yep. Chalk looking at Jono's video. I think Solo was actually
17,
there.
19, 20. So 5 at the top. Again, that's 15, 16,
yeah,
17,
Solo was there
19,
playing.
and 20. The top. I think 24 immediately goes right below those 5. So it's the 6th best right now in my mind. And then there's 4 below it. 18, 21, 22, and 23. Let me know what y'all think of that. I think just having crossplay bumps it up because people will remember it and be like, oh, that's the 2K with crossplay. Like if you think of 22.
Yo, do you see that takeover? It's like a
really,
finishing
really
line.
Oh,
game? Well,
like,
finisher. Yeah.
What do you remember about those games? Like, not much.
Oh my gosh.
When you think back of 24, you'd be like, oh,
yeah,
that's the
boy.
game with crossplay.
Giannis is looking like the build to make if you a slasher.
Like a game, so. You love the scoreboard at the bottom? Yeah, you can't fully see it because my face cam, but yeah, scoreboard at the bottom. Shot feedback also is on the bottom. I don't think I had it on, so it's not even popping up, but shot feedback popped up right above the scoreboard. Let me pull up my other gameplay footage. Let me pull up my other gameplay footage real quick. All right.
So yeah, Solo's there. Double H,
what
you got a video.
YouTube? It's your boy Henry, AK.
Gosh. Yeah, let's just go look at Shakedown.
So what up, 2K fans? You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake, back at it again with our second video of actual gameplay for NBA 2K24. You guys at the end of the video.
Wait, is it just game? Okay, he just actually posted like
the Suns have gone 3 of 3
gameplay
so far from the floor. Here's Beal. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Outside for Irving. He drops it.
the shooting looks so much better. It's just nice and quick. It's just easy. It's not. I hope it's just not 1,000 different shot timings. I'm gonna go crazy if that's. Oh my gosh. I mean, I know they say it that they have like shot stability and stuff, but dude, that just needs to be taken out of the game. It's not good. It's not good at all.
And Ayton has got the ball here for Phoenix. 3-point lead for 3.
Bucket.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Booker's got 7 of it. Coming off a Suns make. And stolen by Booker.
It's a bucket.
It's a one-on-one situation. Up again.
Oh, so they changed the takeover pictures. So I guess all of them got different types of things.
Clock at 6. Shoots over Beal. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist by McGee.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
For 3, Booker.
Oh, that move. See, they actually look smooth now, so you can actually get it off.
Get another 3.
So right here, I wanted to jump in and take a look at Devin Booker's badges. He's got 46 badges, and you guys can pause the video and just take a look at what his badges do. But yeah, man, this guy can shoot from anywhere, and it just feels incredible. So if you're looking to make a nice shooter, consider Devin Booker's build. And look at the badges he's using. Try to get those badges for your my play.
Hot hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm making.
Beal. Kleba, screen on Beal. From deep, here's Doncic. On target from range. Doncic has got his third basket on the night right there. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 at the
I'm gonna make a small defender too, man. I cannot. The big defenders are cool and all, but too slow, man. So slow.
locked in.
It's a bucket. Let's look at that again.
Seconds left in the first quarter here.
Okay.
Locked in. Dreams his fifth
Don't know
shot.
how you greened that, but these are AIs though, so we'll see what it looked like in online matches.
Triple. And here's Booker. There's the triple.
Bucket.
Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. Driving force for Phoenix, hitting 3 trays in the quarter.
Buckets.
Providing some sharp shooting. And running on the court for Dallas here in the second. Maxi Kleba out there with
That's a
JaVale
bucket.
McGee. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Tim Hardaway.
And a deadly trio. And you know his numbers, BA, might drop, but the wins should be much more plentiful.
Now here's Booker.
Bucket.
Another 3 for Phoenix.
Dude, these, like,
Hitting the tempo.
the post hops are ridiculous in this game. Dude, see, this is starting to change what I want to do in this game, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. Because, dude, if I could make, like, a Carmelo type build, boy, that's a wrap. But I do want to lock, though. I ain't even gonna cap. But I do want to be able to dribble and, like, do stuff like that, bro.
Beal's got 8.
Look at Beal asserting himself.
2 from the arc here in the second. Here's Beal. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 10. Shoots over Beal.
Come here.
Rejected by Bull. Right side Booker. Beal surveying the D.
Bucket.
And the Suns getting a
Yeah, dude. The post moves and the spin jumpers and stuff, that looks OP. Like, they look really good.
Leading a team to victory.
pass to Eubanks. Durant against Doncic. Durant pass to Booker. Good work there. As he
Lay.
Booker's got 8 here in this quarter. Well, Grant, with the new CBA, a lot of the top teams tighten every, but not the Suns. Well, Grant, with the new CBA, a lot of the top teams tighten every.
Oh, you can't just ghost contest no more. Look, he just ran up to him. He ain't have no hand up. No hand up, boy. That is a bucket. Luka got, I know he got guard up on. That's a bucket. So, like, if you ain't got that hand up, boy, that is open, I get.
The super team era
That triple threat was nasty, boy.
Really left him alone.
Yes, sir.
How many guys his
There's 47 seconds left to play. in the
What happened to him?
There's 47 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Oh, my gosh.
There's 47 seconds left.
Yeah. Look. Post moves are ridiculous. Where did he even go? KD just moved Kyrie. Move. Come here. Wide open. Yeah, bro. Look. Look, I'm going to need that.
That'll count.
Bucket.
No
No bucket.
trying to get that one to fall. And so,
Yo.
Phoenix Suns, they have a confident 20-point lead.
That's
right now.
ridiculous,
Hasn't
man.
taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with it.
I mean, dude.
In this game from
Someone need to try out the floaters.
shot after shot.
See if them floaters good.
So locked in right now.
if I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep
Bucket.
also.
all the stars on the floor for the Suns. Both a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Booker. 6 to shoot. Over Doncic. Tries again. And laid in by
I
Booker.
see.
Booker's got 27
Interesting.
points.
You have to credit their effort.
Powell sets a screen. Back to Doncic. Here's the
Nasty.
here's the three.
Devin, no. Ankle breakers, finally.
Doncic outside. From outside the arc. The Luka
Dude, these spin jumpers. Dude. Oh, that is going to be so fun.
goes down. Very quick possession.
It's going to be so fun not to just be standing and shooting all day. That gets the game really dry really quickly.
And let's send it over.
Builds like these make you actually want to play the game because they're fun to play. It's not just, I'm going to stand here and just wait for a pass and then shoot a standing shot. That's boring.
Where we're scoring 130 or 140. Kai gives us another weapon. Someone is going to be free. Someone is going to have the advantage. Brian?
Oh, nice stuff.
Katie, bucket.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
Well, Richard, Kevin Durant has been a big-time scorer in the NBA since he stepped onto the hardwood.
No, and I played
Dang, that was a green.
rookie, and let me
Did he even have a hand up?
Stepped onto the hardwood.
I mean, it was late, but
as a rookie, and let me tell you, a long time.
seemed like you're just going to be able to shoot over those. And he's just green and everything. I wonder if he's even on Hall of Fame.
Here's Durant.
Look, green.
That one's in there on the nice assist.
I don't even think that was green.
Now here's Irving. 9 points in the game. Back to Doncic. A strong finish.
Oh,
by
standing
Doncic.
up.
His passing has always been a staple of his career. Not too many.
Here's Okogie, guarded by Doncic. Oh,
Mm.
and the jam by Ayton.
I wouldn't want
Standing dunk.
We'll see if he can find his stroke.
To the inside.
Come here.
Oh, with a steal. 2-second difference between shot
To
and
Luka,
game
to
clock.
Kyrie,
Beyond the
bucket.
arc. Man, that's good. Irving for three. Digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Suns ahead. They lead by 18. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Nah.
Defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Let's see what the new, hold on,
Fourth quarter, their defense has been
what these look like. What's this? Is that physicals? Okay, I'm assuming this is the physical takeover right here. Upgrade your physicals. You got sharp, finisher, sharp. Okay, everybody, yeah.
been very strong. No baskets allowed. McGee a screen. And he's going for the lob.
I don't know. I think, why would you upgrade your physicals? Like, what is that going to do for you? Upgrading physicals is like, what you going to upgrade? Your speed? I mean,
And it's Bradley Beal in for Gordon.
you going to upgrade some offensive abilities or some defense or something? Dang.
He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you.
What's this one? That might be playmaking.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Fires from the wing, and he drops that
I'm
one.
sure that's playmaking.
Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Defense was all over Doncic.
Now, these off the dribble shots are crazy this year.
Free to shoot.
Seem like that's finna be the wave.
Here's Booker, and it's Phoenix with another.
People finna be getting a bucket, boy. People are finna be getting a bucket.
Here's Ayton, and the
I will probably be making my lock. He probably gonna have 99 still. Like, I'm gonna be a pure lock. But like my second thing, I want to be the best at is gonna be shooting. So I'll see if I can work with an 83 ball,
and it's slammed in by
so that I can put some stuff in finishing.
So it's
Not finishing,
winning this
dribbling.
easily.
Because I do want to do a bit of that. Or a bit in post control, honestly. And I think that's in finishing because these spin jumpers are crazy. Unless it just goes off shooting again. If it just goes off shooting, for you hitting an off the dribble shot, if it's just based off your mid range and 3-point, we good to go. But if it has to do with post spins and stuff like that, then you have to get that upgraded. But That is very interesting.
So that's gonna. So that's gonna wrap up our first look of gameplay for NBA 2K24. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section about those advanced shots and jump shooting in general. Let me know, did you guys identify with a certain player that might represent a build that you might try to make for 2K24? It's kind of.
What's good, bloody? Damn, you're calling Reg a bum? You're gonna. Yo, Reg is gonna be rocking all bronze badges. Yo, one in the.
Boy Henry, aka. And now check to see if you're subscribed, because you need to be subscribed, because we're dropping up.
I know, I
To be
understand.
honest, I can't compare it to a single 2K. It's not like any other 2K I've ever played. All I'm gonna say, it's just like 2K24. It's completely new in my opinion. Now I'm gonna show in the background Giannis and Steph's stats and badges, so you can take a look at that while I'm talking.
Let's
to make
see.
something clear, we were not at Community Day to fix the game or give, you know, feedback, whatever. We were just there to make content to bring back for y'all, to give y'all some early footage. Now keep in mind, we were playing against the computer, and apparently in 2K24,
Why
the
did
AI
Steph
also
look
got
it like
buffed, so
that,
you're
bro?
gonna see the AI's a little better than usual, and everything was on Hall of Fame in this gameplay, which is the same difficulty level that Rec, Pro-Am Stage, and Park is going to be on in 2K24. And I play with a variety of teams, so you're going to see a bunch of superstars in the gameplay today, whether it's Victor Wembanyama, Stephen Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo, LaMelo, Jimmy Butler, Jokic, Kyrie, Luka, KD, Booker, LeBron, AD, all of them. Now, the first thing I want to show you guys is the settings, because the settings are a little different this year. So you can do player lock in modes like this. Honestly, I didn't even see that when I was looking at this. But you can do vibration function, so that's just going to be vibrating when you're like bumping up against an offensive player on defense, or you know, just stuff like that. So I had that on. The trigger effect, I'm pretty sure, is a new setting where you can, like, if you have your meter on, I'm pretty sure you can like click the trigger and then that stops the meter. But it seems like that's a lot harder to shoot
I think
with, so
trigger
I
effect
wasn't
is like
actually
when you're
using
running
that
out of
feature.
stamina.
Then, of course, you have
And
your
then when you
shot
run out
timing,
of
you
stamina,
can
it's
do
harder to
shot
press.
layups
I'm
only,
pretty
shots
sure that's
only.
what it is,
I would
but
definitely recommend
that's just like the
putting this on
DualSense
shots
stuff.
and layups
I'm not
to
sure,
at
though.
least start, because the layup meter is very, very good. Layup timing is very, very good. I wouldn't take that off. It's definitely an advantage. And of course, why would you not want shot timing on? Free throw timing setting, then they got a shot timing visual cue. Now this is the thing that's messing me up for 2K24. Now this setting replaced the 2K23 setting where you could put it on early, very early, late, or very late timing. Now they have push and they have release, and then I think they have another one that's after that. But bro, this was really messing me up, because old 2K23 I was on early, and now there's no like early. So at least I don't think so. Maybe push was early, I don't know, bro, but this was messing me up. I had it on release for most of the time, and I could not shoot because I was so used to early timing. So that's definitely going to be an adjustment for some people. And then you got jump shot meter on, off.
I
put
see.
it off. Layup meter, make sure this is on when you start 24. You're going to see a lot of the layup meter in today's video. Make sure that is on until you get used to it. I don't know how you could get used to it, because it changes depending on what you're doing and where the defense is. So you'll see what I'm talking about later. Then you got free throw meter, and I like how you have jump shot meter, layup meter, and free throw meter, all as options for meters. That's a huge W. I'm probably gonna have free throw meter and layup meter on to start 2K24. Then you can change your shot meters style now. The one that I was using the entire video, which I think is the best shot meter in 24, is funnel. So if you like the shot meter I'm using, use funnel. And then you can also change the shot meter size. I put it on large. I would recommend this. Shot meter large size is a W. You can also change your shot meter color. I just left it on green, so I guess if you green a shot, it could be like yellow or something. That's kind of cool, I guess. And then you have your perfect release and like green settings as well, like the sound setting as well. And then,
Okay,
of
so
course,
you just
the
set all
other
this up in the
minuscule
settings.
Stuff. Those are the main settings that I looked at. So if you like any of the stuff I was using in today's video, just copy that down for 2K24. So the first clips we got up are the bumps for defense. You're going to see a lot of defense clips coming up here. So first thing you're going to notice is I walk out with Chris Middleton, and I get the fast feet badge that pops up. Fast feet is a very important badge. It's going to help you move on defense laterally and just defend people.
I hope
Look at all
so.
these bump animations I was getting. When I was playing this game, I'm telling you, the defense felt a lot better, okay? Now, once again, I am playing against AIs, not playing against real people, but I was getting bump animations. I was sucking people in. I pause, but I was getting, like, actual
It's different.
physical contact. I was making good contact with players. You see, I force him into like just sucking into the paint. Ayo, I'm trying to explain it, but look at Gary Payton.
Sucking, all
Look at
this
how he just
sucking, bro.
harassed Gordon Hayward into a pickup ball animation right here. Klay Thompson, absolutely. Look at these animations. I'm telling you, the defensive buffs were there. Brandon Miller has to pick up the ball because he's not going anywhere. He's bumping into
I
Klay Thompson. He's
cannot
gotta
wait,
pick the ball. Look
boy.
at Kyle Lowry. I almost just completely
This is a
bumped
W.
him all the way forward into the three-point line, forcing him to pass right here.
Come here.
Jimmy Butler, I'm forcing him out of bounds with that bump. Even Stephen Curry was getting a little bumpy with it, but those, clamp breaker animations are still there because, LaMelo's way taller and probably stronger as well. But now we're moving on to the paint defense and blocks. Look at the first block I ever got. You can tell with the block system this year that you know how, like, in 2K23, you would jump and, like, players wouldn't sometimes, like, actually jump for the ball. In 2K24, they actually go for the ball. So I know some of y'all hated that, but look at Giannis and Brook Lopez on both those blocks are attacking the ball on blocks, which is good. You see a couple paint defense clips. You'll see a lot.
Looks
more
like
when
a
you look at the
smooth
flash and
game.
stuff.
I mean,
Look at shot clock
it
running
definitely
down.
looks
Going
different
down,
from
players are finally
23,
falling down on good shot
but
attempts. Again,
is
okay,
it that
I'm running
much
this way.
different from
No.
23?
Tyler Hero's there and he's attacking the ball on the block. He's not just jumping.
Is it like super
Okay, so
different?
that's very good to
The
see.
gameplay,
And
how the
inside
gameplay
position is
works
very
looks
important
different.
on the paint defense, but even with no inside position
Like
here,
the spin
Brook
jumpers
Lopez
and
is the
stuff, that
highest block
stuff
rating,
is
gold anchor top right.
garbage.
Still, man,
The spin jumpers and everything with that shooting is garbage on 23. That was just horrible. 23 is one of the worst 2Ks, bro. I'm sorry.
This is to get the
It's
block. Moving on to the
terrible.
steals. Blitzes are still there, of course. I feel like they're always going to be there. But what I noticed with
Come
the
here.
reaches in 2K24 is that your player actually reaches for the ball just like the blocks. Like sometimes in 2K23, your player would just kind of reach like he was blindfolded or something. Right here is very key when it's congested. And look at the AI. He just randomly pokes at the guy
He
who's not
just
guarding
slapped
because
that
he likes
bug.
a new animation. Another
Come here.
blitz animation
Give me
right
that.
here turns into a jump ball. Yeah, you could definitely tell that there are some new reach animations right here. I don't know what that was. I think it hit it off his leg or something. Definitely some reach animations and definitely some things where the player's actually reaching with the correct arm and actually attacking the ball when reaching. Okay, so that's a huge W. Shot contest right here. You see I'm on offense with Stephen Curry. Go over. I feel like I was
That's a
open
bucket.
here, but no, that's a 14%
Nope.
covered. Right here, I'm on Klay Thompson. I feel like
That was
I open, but that's a
14%
huge
covered?
W. Shot
Let me
contest
see.
right here. You see I'm on offense with Stephen Curry. Go over. I feel like I was open here, but no, that's a 14% covered. Right here, I'm on Klay Thompson. I'm trying to bait Brandon Miller into shooting. I end up doing that, and even though it's a 18%, he gets contested. Like he gets that physical animation where he's leaning back because he got contested right here. Now this is up to y'all to look at. I mean, dude, I don't. Right here. Now this is up to y'all to look at. I mean, dude,
What?
I don't know how he made that. Like it was on Hall of Fame.
That's crazy. I think that same dude, Rozier literally
Y'all heard the commentator
did that in Jono's video.
7%
Blocking
red.
does
He
look
fakes with
easier,
Chris
and
Paul.
I
don't
think
know,
that
I
should
mean,
be
that was kinda
blocking.
crazy.
Blocking on 23, garbage. Shooting on 23, garbage. This game right here, if you are a post scorer, you are gonna freaking dominate in this game, boy. Like, it is so freaking smooth. It is so much better than any 2K I've ever seen for post scoring. Not in the cheesy way, just the animations being good enough to use in an online setting to where they're fast enough to where you can get it off. It's the point of using the spin jumpers and the hop jumpers is to quickly create open space. You cannot do that in the old games. I can read that immediately and I will just contest you instantly. It's too slow. In this game, at least it feels like you can actually get that off. So, I mean, post moves. Look, you finna see it. It's ridiculous.
Now I got this slashing clip starting with the dunk meters. And the first thing I did was go in with Giannis and look at the
Dang.
first clip I got with the dunk meter. This is before I even changed my meter. I mean, bro, he is Hall of Fame bulldozer, and we
Yeah, he just moved past
Lowry
him.
after
Look at that.
Getting a clamp breaker animation, which I know that badge doesn't exist, but that's what someone would call it, like the blow by animation. We throw him into the crowd. I mean, dude, I don't know why they had Kyle Lowry on me right here with Giannis, but this is only that only happens for a couple plays. But once again, going at Kyle Lowry, get out the way. I mean, we missed it. You see the
Yeah,
dunk,
like
once
look at the
again,
dunk
going at-
meter. He doesn't even have a green on that bug, bruh. That's literally Kyle Lowry versus Giannis, that should be full green. So you still see some mess ups here and there though. That should be game over, bro. That should be a green. The whole bar should be green. It's freaking Kyle Lowry.
Get out the way. I mean, we missed it. You see the dunk meter. It's green or miss. And the green window is really small on that for whatever reason. But yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it small on that?
For them to go in, it is green or miss.
Look,
with the layup meter, it is green or miss. Right there, you see the contested. The green window is very small. Now with the layup meter clips, this is probably my favorite thing about 2K24 is this layup meter. You see the
look at that.
Layup. I think that was like my favorite.
Why did it just go from? It went from that small little green, and then it just said. This is when it actually reads that, hey, this dude is so freaking little, you should be able to make this over him.
2K24 is this layup meter.
Don't know why that didn't happen on that dunk, though.
When you have wide open layups in 2K24, the entire shot meter is going to be green. Right here, we push. I think that was 2K24. The entire shot meter is going to be green. Right here, we push. I think that was Tyler Hero.
Boy.
And look at the green window.
He just moved him.
As the shot contest changes. So Tyler here is on me. It's a little smaller. Then I push him off of me. Now I'm more open. So the green window gets bigger. Right here, we get blocked by Duncan Robinson off of green. Hey, he's going for the ball right here. Bobby Portis. Look at the green window. It completely changed. Because at first I was open, then I wasn't. This is a perfect clip to show it again. So you see, I spin. I have no green window because Jimmy Butler's right in my face. But I get him to bite. And now the green window gets massive because that's a wide open layup. He was in the air. The layup.
So it's kind of like a
green window size adjusts basically based on the shot contest. Right here with Brook Lopez, you see.
Yeah, it kind of just changes.
The entire meter is green, so it's impossible
That's
to
interesting.
not green wide open layups if they're truly wide open. Right here again, Kyrie Irving wide open scoop layup. The whole meter is green. I think this shot meter for the layup meter is a W. Look at completely contested, no energy. The green window's like not even there. Same with right here.
Oh well, yeah, no energy. I wasn't even looking at the energy.
Once again, inside position is huge in the paint. Look at how immediately when I get inside position, even though I missed, the green window got a lot bigger. Now we're looking at some pro play animations that I just noticed. Jokic right here. I mean, this just has Jokic written all over it. Little scoop layup.
Yeah, that's Jokic.
Written all over him. LaMelo Ball, his little signature layup animation right there. I don't know what this was, but Duncan Robinson made some crazy heavily floater. I mean, it is on Hall of Fame, but these AIs are going crazy. Alley-oops are exactly the same as they were last year. Exactly the same to time.
I see.
Which is fine. I thought they were perfectly fine last year. We'll probably see some new pro play alley-oop animations as well. The standing dunk meter.
Very
now, I got some
interesting.
good standing dunk meter clips with Victor Wembanyama. If y'all want to see Victor gameplay, drop a like. I'll show that. But I was doing this with Jokic. This is a new feature, the standing dunk meter. And I greened it, but I missed because he blocked it. So I tried to go in again right here. He's totally on me. I get fouled, but there was a green window on me. Right here, posting up with Jokic again, and you're going to see the green window's there, but then when he contests it and blocks it, it goes away. So I greened it, but he blocked it, so
just
it went
blocking
away.
that mug.
So the standing dunk meter, I don't think it's going to be crazy overpowered, but it's possible to green if you master it. Now, there's just some random clips, LaMelo Ball overpowering a smaller defender for the easy layup. And then I tested to see if like hanging on the rim gave a violation, and it does it again. But let me know what y'all think about the slashing clips. But it's time to move on to the dribbling. Make sure to drop a like.
Hanging on the rim for too long. That's crazy. Ankle breakers.
Drill move animations. This is a new drill
Dang,
move
dude
NBA
came in
2K24.
loud.
When you're sprinting up the floor, you just tap the right trigger, and your player kind of throws the ball out, out in front of him and runs. Get this like boost animation where he just runs super fast. Obviously, this is gonna be faster with players like Kyrie right here. It's going to be slower with taller players, but it's still fast regardless.
Seems like Joe knows and
any player, any
what's it called using the same videos.
Definitely going to be usable in 5s and 3s, maybe even usable in 2s if you're like driving to the paint. But yeah, it's definitely a good animation. Very easy to do. Literally just tap the right trigger. So keep that in mind when y'all load up 2K24. We got a lot of clips to go over right here, by the way. And I also forgot earlier with the driving clips, if you take the layup meter off, it's a 20% green boost. Same with the shot meter for jump shots. But yeah, this blowout animation is a huge W. Now, this was my first impressions on 2K24 dribbling. You're going to see some left-right adrenaline animations here. You see last year, left-righting out of moves, like you would lose an adrenaline off of like running out of.
Look at how much stamina he losing now.
Once you get the low energy, you see I'm just losing adrenaline even though I'm not going to get bumped. You're supposed to, but once like you would lose an adrenaline off of like running out of any move. You see right here, I'm not really doing that, but once you get the low energy, you see I'm just losing adrenaline even though I'm not going to get bumped. You're supposed to lose adrenaline when you get bumped, But once you just start abusing it, they kind of look at that as you're getting clamped. So you will start to lose adrenaline. Now, right here, pay attention to my adrenaline bars. I didn't lose one for that bump from LaMelo earlier, but right here, I lose one for getting bumped right there. Then I keep running, lose another one. Not sure why. I was kind of confused about bumped right there.
Yeah, why did he lose one there?
From LaMelo earlier, but right here, I lose one for getting bumped right there. Then I keep running, lose another one. Not sure why. I was kind of
That mug looked very unstable. Not gonna lie.
confused about that. Then right here, I'm gonna stop and go out of this screen. I don't really get bumped though, and I lost another adrenaline. So I think once you get to really low stamina, they just start taking adrenaline away from you if you're just kind of running out of moves. Now right here, I was trying to do the step back in 2K23 where you just hold the right trigger, flick the right stick back. It didn't even exist. Like, it just gives you random size up animations. Like, that didn't exist. So I was just trying to mess around, trying to dribble like it was 23. That doesn't work. The dribbling feels completely different. The actual input moves you have to do come out with different things. Now, right here, I was just holding the right stick, diagonal down left, diagonal down right. I did notice a couple times that I could just cancel out of running left or the right with a move. So that's kind of good right there. You see Drew Holiday.
See, bro, the layups actually look kind of good.
This is the first time I was on Kyrie. And you see the stop and go animation. Now, this was a slow animation for some players, but you saw with Kyrie, that was good. Now, the physical handles is a new badge. If you can get it if you have strength. And look at, I didn't run on a bounce there. That dude literally just threw me off of him because he's stronger. So that's another reason to have strength, not because the dunk meters, but also because of dribbling. There's a lot of reasons to have strength. We'll talk about that in my builder breakdown video. But anyways, you see Kyrie is going to get an ankle breaker right here. So here's some ankle breaker moves. Look at the crowd.
Checking out Utah. A moment. And checking out Utah.
The crowd kind of reacted. I didn't think I really did anything, but I guess I kind of stunned him right there.
It was a stun, little stun.
With Kyrie, you're gonna see me kind of shift him, and he's gonna like go back, kind of get stunned, get a wide
bucket.
I missed though because I'm not used to the new jump shot timings and stuff. I'm used to that early stuff, like I said earlier. But anyways, yeah, we get wide open off that. That was kind of fire. Stephen Curry right here, another ankle burger. I did not expect this at all. This was the craziest ankle burger I saw at Community Day. I don't think anyone else got that animation, but he has gold ankle breaker. And I didn't really, like, I don't know what I even did. Like, he just went to the floor, no takeover or anything. Now, here's some crazy, like, random moves I saw. You see this Kyrie behind the back with low-key kind of fire.
That was nice.
Definitely looked like the Kyrie.
Look, you could have just went in there.
So that was fire. Then look at the AI.
Easy lay.
I don't know what move this was. I even tried to get on in real life. So that was fire. Then look at the AI. I don't know what move this was. I even tried to get on the Jazz and do this with Colin Sexton. Trust me, no matter what I did, I could not get that move to activate. But that was a crazy speed boost move I saw. The Curry slide is back as well. The walk back is back as well. I didn't get any clips of that though. So yeah, any of my small guards, the walk back is back. But look at this move right here. Of course I missed because I'm not used to.
Oh yeah, quick stops are not in the game. Look at how slow that was.
Because I'm not used to the timing, bro. I was missing a lot. But anyways, yeah, this move's looking good right here. I didn't do a lot of crazy dribble moves, but I did see some fire stuff. This right here looks good. We're coming up the court with Stephen Curry, a little behind the back. We're gonna call for a screen. And you can just still do the simple stuff, right? Right trigger, hold the right stick up, diagonal right, and get that speed boost move out of that. Easy pick and roll right there. Curry slide once again is back. And you're gonna see me get this little crab animation. Stephen Curry's crab animation, y'all. His sides of escape, that is looking very fire for my small guards. Even Victor had a good behind the back. But yeah, a lot of interesting moves that I saw. Some players that I thought were moving good, of course, Kyrie, Ja Morant was moving good too. Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Brandon Ingram, Anthony Edwards, even Devin Booker. I mean, bro, look at KD. Bro,
yeah,
like
KD looks amazing.
Moving pretty good, bro. I don't know if it's just because it's KD or if you could do that with a my player. But he was going crazy too. You see the Stephen Curry slide, got in front of him. But, of course I missed it. Ja Morant was going crazy. He's got some kind of shifty moves, but he was going crazy as well. Once again, Victor gameplay, drop a like. If this video is at 5,000 likes already, then the video is already up. So go ahead and watch it. But let's go ahead and move on to some shooting clips.
Whew.
Now we're going to start some shooting clips with some three-pointers. Now remember, when you have your meter off, you get a 20% boost to hitting greens. Right here, get to my spot, no takeover from deep. Hey, man, he has Hall of Fame a little his range.
So dribblers still nerfed. They're not nerfed. They got buffed.
Going crazy.
All
I wanted to say the
offensive stuff
difficulty
got
immediately.
buffed in
This
this
is,
game.
Hall of Fame difficulty,
But
just like the park rec,
that
fade,
adrenaline
all that
boost,
stuff.
it
Raiders
seems
step three,
like
ball,
when
we're
you
up the dribble,
lose stamina,
one-stop pop, shoot.
or when you're
You
losing
know,
your
one
stamina,
dribble pull-up.
they just
He
take
got
away
right to
the
his spot
adrenaline
and
boost
shot
from
it
you.
through there. I thought that was nice. Little
I guess
flick.
they think that's
Little
clamping
hezzy
up,
right
I
here, gets
guess.
to his spot, Green. His spot and shot it
Don't
through.
know
I
if
thought
that's
that was
like
nice
a,
little
cause
flick.
look, he lost
One dribble
he
pull-up.
lost the
He got
adrenaline right there,
right to his spot
and he
and
didn't
shot
even
it
get bumped.
through. I thought that was
Look,
nice.
ain't nobody even touching him, and he lost one. I don't understand that. They said you shouldn't lose adrenaline on dribbling anymore, but I guess you can only lose it on certain speed boosting moves. He may still lose it on speed boosting, so that's probably why he lost it.
quick. Little hezzy right here gets to his spot, Green. I felt like the movement with Curry, like stopping on a dime, it just felt smooth. Like you couldn't quick stop, obviously, but it felt smooth. Okay, Curry slide right here, and we shoot over those. Yes,
Buckets.
Stephen Curry is like that in 2K24. LeBron, little FU three-pointer right
Come
here,
here.
shooting over those. Austin Reeves holding up the three-point line. Now, KD, this clip was crazy. I don't know how this is open, but it was open. I don't know if Strips Bigs are back or something, but that was kind of crazy right here. I don't know what the out-of-bounds barrier is looking like, but Grayson Allen was inside the three-point line. Do one step back.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. I don't know how that works. We're showing some post fadeaways, the post fade cheese. Still
Look
there.
at that, boy. It is a
Showing some
wrap.
Shimmies, all that kind of
Yet
good
these
stuff
are
in the
CPUs,
post. I will
but
say, Devin Booker's
at
kinda
least they
hot
look
shot right here that
valuable,
you can
and
see is nice
you
and
can
quick.
use
Look at
them.
this. Oh my, gets right to his spot, Green. That Devin Booker animation is looking nice. I might have to use that. Once again, little shimmy shake, post fade, Green going
Bucket.
crazy. Now the delayed greens are still there. I don't know what's going on with green animations because obviously, you know, you don't have green landings on these in quick play, right? So hopefully that's in the park or whatever. But look at this shot right here. Post scores are looking crazy. I mean, he's shooting over two dudes right here from behind the free throw line. I don't know why Jimmy Butler didn't just contest. But
Facts.
yo, post scores are looking real nasty.
Yeah, post
I don't know,
scores,
man.
dude.
I'm kind of worried about that. Now, free throws, you're going to see one free throw with Kyrie right here. Now, there was another free throw. I didn't get the clip, but I missed it. Like, I half-barred it, and it gave me an animation where, like, you know how, like, bro, I didn't get the clip, but...
Is that the
I
animation where you
missed it,
hit the front of the rim?
half-barred it, and it gave me an animation where, like, you know how, like, players will try to get the offensive rebound at the end of games, and you'll, like, try to get your own rebound? It gave that animation. Like, I was trying to purposely miss and get my own rebound. So that was kind of cool. That might come into effect big for, like, 5v5 games. But
That's
yeah, look at
interesting.
some pro play animations. Duncan Robinson's jump shot looks exactly the same. Off-ball movement is another thing. Now, obviously, I couldn't do off-ball movement because I'm on the single-player stuff, but the AIs were doing it. And there's a lot of off-ball badges that we're going to talk about in the builder videos that look really nice. But yeah, the AIs were going crazy with off-ball movement, whether it was filling in the lanes. You can see Lauri Markkanen sending an off-ball screen for Jordan Clarkson right here. Catch, shoot, bang. I mean, they were really abusing Jordan
That was
Clarkson.
awesome. Look at
Off-ball
that.
movement,
Look at that
whether it was
speed
filling in the
boost.
lanes. You can see Lauri Markkanen sending
Off that
an
mud.
off-ball
Look,
screen for Jordan
gone.
Clarkson right here. Catch, shoot, bang. I mean, they were really abusing a lot of off-ball stuff. Kyle Lowry filling in the open spot.
Gone.
Catch and shoot, bang. You see a lot of their jump shots look very similar to IRL as well. A couple of them definitely improved because of pro play. Tyler here, a little pull-up three-pointer right there, bang. And Kevin Love, I don't know how he made this, but
Bucket.
From the arc. Oh my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a
Whew.
four-point play.
but he made it. I don't know. I mean, he got a 4-point play, 13%. It was a white too. This is on Hall of Fame, so I don't know if the AIs are the only ones that can make whites. I think actually in quick play you can make whites on Hall of Fame, but yeah, to me this 23. But it did
Dang.
feel a little weird to me. I think I'll just have to adjust to it, and then it'll feel like perfectly fine once I adjust to it. I feel like that was the only problem. Yeah, I don't know I don't know if it was because of the animations or
Very
something.
interesting.
But I wasn't making no fadeaway threes. I think they said they patched it. I don't know. Maybe I just have to get used to the shooting a little more. I'm not 100% sure on that. Now, I know you guys are probably wondering, can you shoot with a lower three? And that's what I specialize in right now. I couldn't test this in quick play because, bro, it's on Hall of Fame difficulty, just like Rec, Pro-Am, and all that stuff. That's what I was playing on, right, to actually get a good test. So I couldn't get a good
You
test
can just look
on
at who
lower
got a
three-pointers
hello
at those-
three.
at those difficulties. It's gonna be all over me. I'm not gonna get open with a Draymond Green or something, you know. So and it's like weird jump shots as well. But I did use like a 78-76 three-pointer in the Rec gameplay that you're gonna see coming up. So make sure you subscribe for that. and you're going to see what ends up happening. But I think you will be able to shoot with lower threes this year 100% if you can time your shot. You got to be good. No, not anybody's going to come out there and do that, but yeah, that's what I have to say about lower three-pointers.
That's interesting. So
now we're going to talk about the new foul system in NBA 2K24. You're probably like, Double H, what the heck are you talking about? Well, just hold on a second. You're going to see a couple of these clips when the players drive in and try to draw a foul.
Man, I've shot with a 65 three-pointer before, and that was my best build I've ever made.
They actually try to lean in
back in 19, but 19's a different game.
Whistle badge too that allows you to be better at drawing fouls. You know how there's a draw foul stat? Well, there's a draw foul badge basically called whistle for builds. So keep that in mind. But anyways, now we're gonna look at clips of this new thing where if you jump in someone's kind of like landing zone or in someone's face, like you're just jumping at stuff, you're gonna get a foul call. And players will probably be able to just shoot it and draw that foul in the record of 5v5 or whatever. But obviously the AIs, I guess they just weren't smart enough to do that. But look at these clips. Like, example right here, LaMelo almost gets ripped right here, throws out to Brandon Miller. I jump on a pump fake, I bite, and that's a foul. He draws the foul. He probably could have shot it too when I was in midair and get the
facts. He probably could have shot that.
Throws, but he draws the foul right here. Same thing. Kyle Lowry's out of the basket. I landed his landing zone. That's a foul. Right here, I just randomly jump at De'Aaron Fox, bump into him. That's a foul. So yeah, there's a whole new skill for builds and all that that's going to be coming in the Park Rec Pro-Am. And it's going to be trying to draw fouls, get players to bite on pump fakes. So pump fakes might actually be useful. So when a player's like, oh, I meant to pump fake, maybe they're actually being serious, because that was always the worst excuse when someone, missed a shot. But anyways, yeah, that new foul system is going to be a W. Should be interesting to see how that comes into play in 2K24. Now with the passing in 2K24, if you have a low pass accuracy, your teammates are going to get bad catch passes like this when Luka catches this ball, because Josh Green doesn't probably have break starter, probably doesn't have a crazy good pass accuracy, and that's why Luka has trouble catching this ball right here.
Got that
and that's going to take effect.
Horrible pass animation, by the way.
Now right here,
horrible.
look at this pass by Steph Curry. Steph Curry passing style is unlocked at a certain rating that I can't say yet, but I will talk about that in my builder video. But look at how fast this pass is.
Look, that mug just got there. It was just there.
It doesn't matter because the pass
needle
is
thread
so quick, so fast, it just gets right through. I mean, look at that pass in real time. That was a absolute dart to Kevon Looney. Like, come on now. Now, I was messing with some other players as well, but sometimes the passes will be low depending on the situation, or slower depending on the situation. Like even Steph Curry right here, the pass is a little slow, but I feel like the best passing styles in 2K24 that I was eyeing was Curry, LaMelo Ball, and Tyrese Halliburton.
I see.
Post scoring in 2K24. Now, I was using Jokic. One thing I will say is inside position is huge. If you get inside position on offense and there's a player behind you, like for example, 2K23, you could still get like a heavily block animation. I don't think that's in 2K24. You just get a wide open and you get no contest if the defender is behind you, unless you get a block. Now, you can still get contested by good defenders like Bam on post fadeaways and stuff like right here. If you're boxed and the defender is inside position, like you're not going to make it, right? But, if you do get that inside position, it's good. Like, look at this. You can clamp post scores if you have good defense like Bam. Look at, I'm throwing Bam off of me. And I greened the standing dunk, but I missed it. So yeah, you can still
post scoring is gonna be fun. Look at that.
There's a badge level for it. Another thing is though, like post hooks, like Jokic's post hook honestly doesn't look very good for like Park players, but it looked just like his post hook, right? You can still green over small defenders, especially if you're, playing a guard as a post scorer. You're gonna be able to shoot those post fadeaways right over them. And honestly, I think post scores are looking really good in 2K24, and they have a lot of good badges as well.
Bucket.
The builder videos.
Bucket.
Takeovers in 2K24. Now, in quick play, you couldn't actually choose your takeover, but in the Park Pro-Am Rec, you're able to choose whatever takeover you want on the fly. Now, once again, like the fadeaways, I don't know. I couldn't hit a fade. But anyways, this was sharp takeover, I think, right here. Now, there was a couple takeovers where I genuinely didn't know what takeover it was because I couldn't tell. It doesn't look the same. Like, Trae Young had this, like, windstorm takeover on him. I saw on someone else's screen. I didn't know what it was. At first, I didn't know what this takeover was that Wemby had on, but I'm pretty sure this is the all-defense takeover.
Yeah, that might be defense.
I was getting, like, little spots on the floor when a rebound would happen. But yeah, there's a defense rebounding takeover. There is a playmaking passing takeover. There is a shooting takeover for all shooting stuff. There is a slashing / post-scoring takeover, and there's a physicals takeover. Now, right here, you see the green window on that shot was actually crazy.
Wemby.
And once again, if the Wemby video's up, if this video has 5,000 likes, the Wemby video's already up. Go check it out. Wemby gameplay on the way. If it's not at 5,000 likes, drop a link on the video right now. And it's the second this video hits 5,000 likes,
Boy's
I
a
will
bucket.
drop a full Wemby gameplay video. But anyways, we got
Look
some
how
more
tall
gameplay
he
videos
is,
as well
bro.
that could be coming out today. I tried to get a late contest there with the defensive rebounding takeover. Doesn't work. Wide open. I know that was a problem in 2K23 where you could just be sitting in the paint getting late contest. But right here, this is how I knew it was defensive rebounding takeover, because of that spot right there on the floor, you know, the rebounding thing. So that's still in the game. But anyways, guys, make sure to drop a link in the video as soon as this gets to
Very
5,000
interesting.
likes. The Wemby video
So as of right now, we got a little bit of gameplay. See, we see how it look.
Missed it. New stuff.
So from what I took from all that, you could say post scoring, pretty good. The layups, make sure your timer is on. Layups actually look really good in this game. The adrenaline bars are a little shaky. Dude was literally just losing the mugs. Don't know what it was going on there. One thing that bothers me about 2K is that it feels slightly delayed compared to offline. Oh, yeah. Online, you just got to get used to it. If you play 2K for like years upon years, you just get used to it. It's always going to be delayed online. It ain't never going to be like Call of Duty. Never. I don't understand why. It's not like Call of Duty or anything like that. But, yeah, like shooting the ball. You can't. Like, you'll take your finger off the button and your thing will still be moving. Once you get that timing right, you just know it. I don't know, man. It's different with 2K. It's the only game I know that actually is like just delayed all the time. And when you play it for so long, you just get used to playing a delayed game, which is bad, but you just get used to it. Like, shot timing in my career is different from online. Yeah, my career shot timing, that's way more like smooth because it's offline. Like, no one's playing online with you. It's when you go online, rec, park, any of that, that's when it instantly gets delayed. So, I mean, you just have to definitely tune your shot for sure. They need to add rollback. Facts. Man, add rollback to 2K, bro. Goated. That would be goated. Oh, man, that would be beautiful. A 2K that's actually responsive. Beautiful. I mean, man. I don't know when that day will come, but, yeah, 2K will always be delayed. And you'll think, like, maybe, okay, maybe it's because 10 online players are playing with each other. Dude, there's, like, freaking 32v32 on Call of Duty. And when I shoot the button, or when I press the shoot button, my character shoots immediately. There's no type of lag or nothing. So, there's no excuse. Their servers just stink. Their servers really just suck. That's really what it is. But, all right. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream off there. I got work. Oh, my gosh. 2 to 11. So, good stream, good stream. We'll be back in 2 days to check out the builder information. So, we're all good to go. I want to thank you guys for watching. And stay good.
Good sleep, dream big, dream safe, and guys, remember, you're loved by God. Have a great night, everybody.